You know that old saying, don't you? There's no place like home. Well, seemingly, finally now, at least, it's sort of come back to the former royal known as Prince Harry. That's right, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. It appears that he actually does miss ye olde London town. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. How are you today? Not bad, thank you. You all right? Yes, not bad. Well, I've got to be careful with this hay fever, all these trees, I know. By the way, we're just literally outside Clarence's house, and as you can see from the footage at the side, His Majesty the King has returned home after a day of garden parties. Yes, busy day for His Majesty. Hope he's keeping well. I'm sure we all do here on this channel. I really admire the fact that he keeps going forward, don't you? I think it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As we've seen, of course, over here in the United Kingdom, Prince Harry's decided to make a return back. And you know, some people might say good for him. I absolutely do, if this is what he fancies to do. And he came back, of course, for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus game. But what's interesting here, of course, is Harry, well, some people might suggest, is rather more homesick than he truly lets on. We recently found out, did we not, that he said America is now his home. And of course, there's these sort of veiled threats about him wanting to become a full-time American citizen. I would say to you that that's not necessarily true. The reason being, of course, is he would have to give up the titles. And what we did see over the last sort of 48 hours was the fact that Prince Harry, one thing he does like, of course, is a title and people standing respectfully to him. It's inbuilt, it's in his blood, of course. But what's interesting here is that, as we now know, with Prince Harry, really he would like a little more than what we're seeing. Now, I've been told from an excellent source that Prince Harry's been asked to, be kept very fully aware of certain properties that may be suitable to return to London as a home. That's right. Now, you can understand this because obviously he's got a problem. The problem being his wife, Meghan Markle. She's made it incredibly clear that she's not interested in anything to do with London on any singular basis. But Harry truly does miss London, and you can sense that. Now, many people said, well, why doesn't he stay in the royal residence? Well, the bottom line is he could have stayed in the royal residence had he wanted, but it was his choice to stay in a private members club. And also, let's not forget, when you think about the bigger picture, Harry himself really does know exactly how London life works, or life in the United Kingdom. Meghan Markle never really gave it a chance. But the bigger picture that you have now is that Harry will have to persuade his wife, even at this stage in their marriage, because I've been told that she has no desire to own a property here in the United Kingdom. And this is something that Harry will be looking at alone. Obviously, it would make perfect sense because it becomes something of a property, and then at some point in the future, perhaps maybe he wants to sell it or downsize. But either way, he's looking at properties, I've been told, not too far away from Windsor. So not in the centre of London, but more so outside where they used to live. Apparently they were their happiest in the short period that they lived in Frogmore Cottage. Not that you'd know it, of course, because Meghan Markle claimed that people were absolutely stunned as to where she was living and the size of the abode. So if Harry's thinking about snapping up that ex-royal wallet, he needs to make sure it's a mansion fit, of course, for a faded queen. Either way, it's going to be difficult. Neil Sean, Clarence's House, London.